All right, we're back with another episode, episode 6. I went ahead and finished decorating this side that we were working on. I went ahead and added the punch edge that we talked about. I created my tag for this slot over here, and I finally cut my final size on the tag is 3 inches by 5.5 inches, and I used this corner chomper here. Let's see, it's by We Are Memory Keepers, and it's the pink one, and it's the angle and the photo, and you can make a tag out of anything with the angle side, which is really nice for you all to have. So if you don't have the tag sizes that I'm using, you can make your own if you have that corner chomper. And I just added another tag that came with the Bobunny collection, and I put my brad through there with another little tag. And I like to cover up my the brad mechanism. I don't like to see it, so I just put that label over there, and then there'll be enough room for a photo mat right here. Okay, and that goes right in there nicely. And you all saw this already, and I left this open just in case you want to tuck something behind there, or I want to tuck something behind there. And to open this up, we're going to work on this side now. I went ahead and I decorated my frames with this little house down here that came in the Bobunny collection. I inserted this tag here, and I did a little Let It Snow North Pole arrow here for this side. And for the library pockets, and of course to cover my brad, I added the milk and cookie label right there, which is only glued over there over the brad. And somehow I see my brad tucking out from under there. No. And I matted the library pocket with this really nice patterned paper, and I used another corner chomper, which is the green one, kind of greenish, like a lime green, the stub and the deco edge, which gives you the like the coupon edge. All right, like this stub edge right here, like a stub from a coupon. Okay, and I just added this little tag here, and I have these smaller tags in here, and these are sized at 2 5/8 of an inch by 5 1/4. And if you don't have tags like this, or you can't find them, it's very easy to make your own. And I'm going to show you right now. 2 5/8 of an inch by 5 1/4. All right. You can use your stub your corner chomper if you have it. Okay, just like so. Oop, almost hit the wrong side. You want the angle and the angle for that one. And to create the reinforcement, very simple as well. You can create them all by yourself if you have little punches, and I'll show you how to do that right now before we get started. I'm trying to see if I have to have another sample around here. Like this one, I created the reinforced tag right there. Okay, and to do that, I use a 1/2 inch circle punch, and I thought that I had it out here. Oh, here it is. Ha! A 1/2 inch circle punch, and these are by EK Success. And then you need a 1/4 inch circle punch, and I have this one right here, which is by, I'm trying to see the name on here. Oh, McGill. There it is, by McGill. This is my 1/4 inch circle punch and my 1/2 inch circle punch. And you can either make the reinforcement whatever color you want. You can also use, Tim Holtz has a die that has the tag, the number 8 tag with the reinforcer. And there's other dies that have the reinforcer, or you can buy them. So you punch the 1/4 inch first, and then you punch the 1/2 inch right over that. And you've got yourself a homemade reinforced thingy. Alright? And you just glue it down. And of course, you're going to want to center it, which is my challenge. Huge challenge for me to get these centered. So mine are never perfect. but I can use this one right here, actually. But if you don't have one to center it, then good luck. So I'm going to use mine to do that. That was hard. And now you can glue the little reinforcement right over it. Okay, and you can make your own tags. You don't have to worry about having to go buy them. Because I personally love the little reinforcement thing. And you can make it whatever color you want. Or you just use the same pattern paper, the same cardstock. And that's it. So there you go. Homemade tags with your own reinforcers. 1/2 inch punch, 1/4 inch punch. I'm going to put those away because I don't need them anymore. And what else did I do here? That's it. I think that's all I did. I think that one goes up there. Yep. Oh, and I added some little tags right here with brads. And I added these before I matted, because now I'm going to mat over the brad because I do not like the brad showing. Alright, so that's what that looks like right there. Little cute tags there. The to and from, because obviously these are gifts. So let's get to what we're going to work on right now. Alright, so what we're going to do right now is these 3 pockets back here. Okay, and we're going to do I'm trying to move this over. These L-shaped pockets, and you'll see why I call them L-shaped pockets, with the added slot pocket detail. Okay, so let's get started. You need another paper and pen for this to jot these notes down. You're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures, and I've already prepped because everything we're going to do is repetitive. Okay, so you're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 9 by 4.5, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch on one long side and 1/2 inch on one short side. Okay, that's that. Then you're going to need another piece of cardstock, a contrasting piece preferably, and in my case I'm using white. You want this cut at, I forgot my measurement now. Oh well, I can measure it. Who am I kidding? I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong measurement on that. Excuse me. Rewind. For the first piece is 8.5 by 4.25. Okay. For the second piece is 8 by 3.75. And again, you're going to score on one long side and one short side. Okay. Then you're going to need a piece of pattern paper that measures, just to be sure, 4.25 by 7.5, and you're going to score your pattern paper at 1/2 inch on both long sides. Okay, and then for your reinforcement, this is cut at 6.75 by 1, and I showed you all already how to create your slot, and I went ahead and rounded the corners for my slot. Okay, so that's what you need for the L-shaped pockets. And I call it L-shaped because your score lines look like an L. Okay, it forms an L. And then for the triple pockets, you're going to need 3 pieces that measure 4 by 4.75 inches. And then you're going to score at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. Okay, so let's start with this one. Let's start prepping this one. So remember, you need 3 of these. What I'd like you to do is remove the boxes that form at all 4 corners, just like we did previously. Okay, with another piece that we did. All 4 corners, go for it and cut them. Actually remove the boxes, just like so. And then what I want you to do is apply tape to one side on the, now I can't tell what side I'm on the 4.25 inch side. 4.75 inch side, yeah. On the 4.75 inch side, you're going to apply tape to one of the flaps. Alrighty, just like that. And then what I'd like you to do is remove the tape backing and fold the flap down onto the cardstock, just like that. We're creating a reinforced edge once again. And then what I'd like you to do is go ahead and fold on the remaining flaps. Fold all flaps. Then once they're in the folded position, I'd like you to apply double-sided tape. All 3 sides in the folded position. Just like so. And you should have, your end result should have a folded edge and then this. Alright? And you want to do that 3 times. And I've already prepped my pieces. Okay? Just like that. And that's it. So let's put these to the side, because we'll assemble all at one time. Now for the L-shaped pockets, we're creating a mirror image, okay? So you want to make sure, let me bring the project back. You see how the pockets are attached over here to the left-hand side? So your flaps are on the left-hand side. Okay, when we're working on this side, on the right-hand side, you want to make sure that your flaps are on the right-hand side, okay? So what I'd like you to do is remove the square that forms right there at that corner. Remove that square. And then when you're ready to apply your tape, I've already prepped, okay? So when you apply your tape, make sure it's on the right-hand side. So when you fold, okay, when you fold, everything is perfect, lines up beautifully. So if you applied your tape with your piece facing this way with the lines on the left-hand side, it wouldn't work, okay? It would work for the left side, not the right side. So make sure your score lines are on the right-hand side so you can go ahead and glue them down to the right side, okay? So removing the box, and that's it. Apply your double-sided tape, and you are good to go. And you've created a pocket, but an open pocket. Now, the first one you're going to secure is this one right here, the red one or the larger one. You can create a little decorative edge here if you wish. It's not necessary. It's completely up to you. I'm going to leave mine square. So you're going to remove the tape backing. And now we're on the back side of the very first flap, okay? So that very first flap that you open opposite the 2 window mats, okay? So now you're going to want to go ahead and line it up with the edge of your file folder as close to the edge as possible without going over, and you're going to stick it down. Just like that. That's it. And then this one, you're going to layer it right on top of the other piece. Just like so. So let's do it. All right. Just like so. And let's go ahead and line it up beautifully. Perfect. And, got off my alignment. And stick it down. Okay, so you got 2 really nice opportunities for insertions there. And a different style pocket. Okay, different style pocket. You want to reinforce with your bone folder. And that's it. So for your pattern paper, you already went ahead and scored it at, here we go. You already went ahead and scored it at 1/2 inch on both sides, right? On both long sides. So you're going to fold on your score lines and apply double-sided tape. All right, just like that. Apply your double-sided tape and be done with it. And now you're just going to secure it. I want mine like this. Secure it to the pocket. Alrighty. But before you secure it to the pocket, obviously, I was just fitting. You want to go ahead and attach your slot reinforcement. So let's apply some wet glue to our slot reinforcement. And I want to center mine from top to bottom, but flush it all the way to the outside of what would be the outside. All right, right here. I want that little green mint drop to show, or mint to show, whatever it's called. And about 1/4 inch from the fold, and then center from top to bottom. So make sure you get a good stick And then once you get a good stick, as we did before, we're going to remove that section, all right, from the inside of the slot. And let's go for it with our craft knife, nice and slow, so you don't cut into the cardstock. And over here, nice and slow, without going over. Ooh, I almost went over. And remove it. And that's it. And you've got yourself a nice little slip pocket. So now when you stick this down, let's go ahead and stick it down from one side, the side that's opposite the slot pocket. Okay? Let's go ahead and do that one side. And oopsie, oh good, I'm glad I noticed I was off camera. So stick that flap down to the corresponding layer, and then you want to notice that you got to seal it. You want to seal it here, and you want to seal it here, and as we talked about before, you want to go ahead and glue above the slot pocket. Okay, you don't want to glue on this side because this is where your tag is going to go. So let's go ahead and apply that wet glue. So you want to seal at the top and at the bottom, all right, right there, and then right here. You want to make sure that's nice and sealed. Then you want to remove the tape backing, get rid of that, remove the tape backing, and then secure it in place, just like so. So make sure you get a good stick, top and bottom, and at the top of the slot pocket. And that's it. That's all there's to that. Look how pretty that looks. I love it. Nice pattern papers look great together. I wanted the green to show because we've got so much green going on over there, but I didn't want to use another heavy green paper, so I think that's a really cute touch. Alright, so just make sure you get a good stick, and everything's looking fab. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Now for this side, okay, so we're going to turn this over, okay, and I'm not happy. I got to just burnish it some more. Got to make sure I got a good stick on there. A little more burnishing action. See, there's some glue squirting out of there. It needed it. Okay, so now we're going to turn this over. And I'm sure you all noticed throughout this process that I'm using flat embellishments, just paper embellishments and layering just to create some interest, because you don't want to add bulky things in here, okay, because it's a file folder. So you want to be conscious of the embellishments that you use, okay, and how many embellishments you use, because remember, you also want to put pictures and memorabilia in here, so think about that when you're working on this project. So now for these 3 pockets, all you're going to do is attach all 3 of them centered to the space and as pretty close to the fold, but not on the fold. All right, you will have, notice I matted first, which is contrary to what I said earlier. But the reason why I mat it first is because I'm going to have a border, all right, at the top and at the bottom, about 1/8 of an inch border. So you're going to want to start about that 1/8 of an inch mark, stick your first one down, and then continue. And the reason for that is because it was really hard for me to center all my pockets. Well, it wasn't hard. I was just lazy. How's that? So I was just lazy. And I kind of wanted a border, you know, I wanted the paper to show, so it's all good. It's all good. What I was initially going to do is make 2 small pockets and 1 big pocket in the middle, and then I said, why don't you just make your pockets so that the tags, the number 8 tags, fit in there, and call it good, and that's what I did. Alright, so make sure you stick the first one down about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the folder, from the bottom or the top. and not too close to the fold, all right? And your opening, you got a beautiful folded edge on there, so you don't have to worry about that ripping with the, with the interaction. So I love the folded edge. I failed to create the folded edge on the other pockets, and I don't like the way it looks. It looks, kind of cheesy. Not cheesy, just flimsy, just a little flimsy. And just line up your pockets and stick it down. That's it. Now stick the last one down. And you're done. Now it's all about the decorating. I am going to have another video to show obviously my finished project. I'm going to create the mats that I talked about that go on the inside of these pockets. And I'm going to do 2 photo mats that go here and on the opposite side. But I want to let you all know that I will be taking a break for about, I think, a day or two, because I have to get a couple of projects done and my deadlines are right on me. So I got to get that stuff done. Alright guys, so you won't see me for a few days. Darn it, and I glued that one down crooked, but I can live with that. And that's it. So now, to mat over this, you can mat one complete piece and it looks like one big pocket, but you have 3 slots. You can create 2 different size photo mats on top of these. The possibilities are endless. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with those, but this should keep you busy for a while you decorate, decide where your numbers are going to go, because the projects that I'm including here are for extra pictures or extra memories, not necessarily a day, okay? You can make it a day if you want to, but it's just for extra stuff, okay? That's what that's for, because we always have tons and tons of pictures. And I also decided to do that with the lady who talked about wanting to use this for Thanksgiving through New Year's. So I thought that that would help her out as well, and for everyone else thinking about it. There was another crafter that said she wanted to use this for a travel album, baby's first Christmas. I mean, you can use this for anything. And file folders is a really sturdy material. It's going to hold up. As you can see, I've been working with this file folder and beating it up, and it is in perfect condition. Alright, in great condition actually. And I just love the way this side turned out. Really, really sweet. My niece is just going to have a blast with this. I got to tell you, I want to keep it, but I'm not. I'm going to mail it. And still, with all of the fun stuff in here, hold on, what happened? Nothing, I guess. Oh, I guess it's the brads that I'm feeling there. With all of the fun stuff in here, all right. Oh, and I also changed my numbers. Didn't like that little 2. It's looking a little anemic, so I don't think I'm going to use that one. I used this 2 right here, and I put my 3 over here, and I added a little tag over here. So, but you'll see what I do. So what I was saying, with all of this in here, you still can close it without fuss, and look at all that room you still have. I mean, how fun is this project? I love it. So this is Kathy with Paper Phenomenon. I will see you all in a day or 2. So get busy with your matting and decorating, all right? And I hope you enjoy the project. I really do. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.